I wrote to AP and he wrote back, "This is beyond imagination P2. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Update. Sorry this is long, writing on as one has helped me clarify my thoughts and reading past posts helps me keep track of it all. Maybe I'll cross-post there as well. So now I am here because I am done with it all and need another vent. Suspicious behavior, possible evidence, and just being worn out have led to this. This is long, TLDR at the end. Backstory: my 41F, WP, M41, had a PA starting last spring, no details about the EA part of it, in fact only details I know are what I had to find out. In June he created a fight and left and moved to her house, lied about where he was for 4 or 5 weeks, said he was staying with one of his guy friends, before I finally poked through his stuff and discovered the PA going back to April, maybe longer, but he never disclosed. Around July or beginning of August he started sending me miss you texts and stuff. He started wearing me down around September or October and we started reconciliation, with him moving out of her house November 1st. He was very apologetic in the beginning, had great insights into why he did what he did and took blame, acted remorseful, said he would do what it takes. Within weeks tensions built up between us, we were fighting, I was always on edge, he was always stressed out from work, life, and us. November 25th we had a big blowout was my fault, and he took off. Said he went to a hotel and just slept. Lies start to unravel. 2 weeks ago I looked at my EasyPass account and saw after the blowout he drove to her exit and was there for 4 hours. He lied and said he went to his friend's house. I asked for proof because surely there must be a text or phone call. Couldn't prove it. I asked for access to his phone records, he flipped out and while talking about it he said where I go is none of your business and he would move back to his home state if I insist on looking at the phone bills. I let it go at the time. I pressed on a few days later and he admitted to going to meet her at the bar for we then went to his friend's house after. Don't believe that story either of course. Since November he's had the signs of cheating and gaslighting. Defensive, dismissive, rationalizing, moody, starting fights and blaming me, secretive with his phone. Last Tuesday I asked him if he was talking to another woman and mentioned some of his behaviors were similar to last spring. He responded no, not at all, I'm confused by that statement, my behavior. Possible evidence of cheating? Fast forward to Sunday, I worked until 7:30 p.m. and he had a day off. When I got home he pulled in right after me, he had been behind me the whole way home from work, which is one exit before AP. He had started taking Viagra last spring and because of his suspicious actions I had counted them the day before. I got in the house before he did and saw one missing. I took a shower, asked him to take a shower and after that he passed out. This morning when we woke up he pressed up on me and I noticed how hard he was, so I asked if he took a Viagra last night. He said he had taken one when I was in the shower. We did our thing, after I asked about his day yesterday. He said he went to his friend's house by where I work. I sat there and listened as he got into details about going there. I was thinking the whole time about the missing Viagra. All of this to me is highly suspicious, but not enough evidence to confront him with. And at this point I don't want to even deal with everything that goes along with the conversation, the denying, blaming, anger, gaslighting. Nor do I want to deal with the stress of being vigilant about every move. I just want to get my ducks in a row so I can break it off. I get I was overly persistent in getting disclosure and trying to fix things which pushed him away. Odo, he either doesn't have what it takes or doesn't want to fully reconcile. Not sure if it's guilt, not wanting to do the work, or not wanting to be honest and faithful holding him back. He's gone back on promises he's made, resisting deeper conversations, up and down with mood. He does check in and involve me with things, gives me affection and love, and will apologize still. But he was doing those things while cheating. All he says is we'll make it, build back stronger, I'll involve you with everything I can, we'll have fun this year. I tell him it's not enough. In early November I tried to come up with compromises to help me deal with what I'm going through and continue to talk, all are met with silence. Thankfully for these online resources I know exactly what is going on in my head and it is all normal, otherwise his gaslighting would lead us down a bad path. I've slowly been backing off throughout December, still voicing my needs and concerns at times, had an occasional verbal vomit, eventually turning into me just not giving him any more of my inside thoughts because I just get breadcrumbs, ignored, or blamed. All the while continuing to work on myself, in IC, and work on the things that were wrong in our relationship and provide his needs. He's so wrapped up in affair fog or guilt or negative thinking that he can't see the changes I'm trying to make, my perspective and what I'm going through. One example from yesterday that completely blew my mind. I told him I am going out to dinner tonight with my neighbor. He says please don't gossip about us. She asks you smile and say everything is great. WTF? So I responded that I won't badmouth him, but pushing everything down and not talking about it isn't good either. Told him that although I still have occasional anger, overall I am not angry anymore. No response. Part of what went wrong and led him to his affair was I was having anxiety that led to panic attacks but wasn't aware it was anxiety at the time. Still having a lot of anxiety, had a panic attack last week. On Saturday, anxieties were super high so I sat outside with him to calm myself. He sat on his phone playing games, gave me half-assed, almost dismissive, attempts at comfort. At one point said it's every day with you. I responded tell me about it. How do you think I feel going through this? No response. Bottling everything up is clearly going to create more anxiety. Current situation back to this whole Viagra convo from yesterday morning. He got home from work and I was finally in an odd calm state where my anxieties were gone. He was overly nice, I could tell at some points he was trying to read me, maybe determine what I know, definitely trying to determine what my next step will be, maybe thinks I'm cheating. He brought up details from his visit with his friend on Sunday again. I'm reveling in the fact that if he is cheating, he is squirming in his panties now. At the same time, I'm not built for this. I'm not a good liar, my face tells all, keeping it in is difficult. I don't know how they do this for so long without exploding. I'm stuck figuring out my next move, which includes figuring out his next move. I figure I need about 2 weeks to get everything in order to break it off. I'm hoping during that time he doesn't see me pulling away and reverse course and start trying to work at stuff. If so, I'm sticking to what I said to him after finding out he saw AP in November. There has to be more that I don't know because the only things I do know are what I had to find out on my own. He then continued to lie and only told me the truth. When backed into a corner. I don't have the stomach for another DD. I am so shut off and tired of trying and talking, and hearing more blame. Hopefully he is setting himself up to go back to her house because I am so done. Thinking about what to say to make it cleaner and avoid conflict. Cause I know he'll throw a bunch of venom my way. TLDR reconciliation is failing, there is no deeper talk about our relationship, efforts to talk are only made on my behalf and ignored or turned around to blame me. His behaviors of gaslighting, moodiness, secrecy, caught in lies, extreme defensivenesses are signs of cheating. Sunday there was a missing Viagra and an attempted cover-up on his part. I'm tired of trying, being on edge, hurting, being lied to, being left in the dark. Don't care to search for more evidence, don't care to confront him. Just need to vent my thoughts, figure out my next steps while keeping all this in and not rock the boat. I've had a feeling over the past month that he's been once again talking to another woman, asked him about it, told him my worries. He of course denied it. We had a big blowout last Monday, I kicked him out. Blowout was his fault and him accusing me of cheating, BTW. I noticed he sent her a Facebook friend request, she accepted, then he deleted yesterday. She has the fucking nerve to message me tonight asking why I'm blocking him from being a friend with her on Facebook and said it's pathetic. You're pathetic, a complete joke, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Fucking really? I was fuming, shaking, holding back from blowing up. So I decided to take the high road and was nice to get info from her. She says they had seen each other a few times over the past few weeks. Sent me one screenshot from the day after our blowout and says she deleted the rest. I asked her which 2 nights this week she saw him, both nights we weren't together. He is of course denying it. He lied about friending her on Facebook, lied about contacting her. That he cannot escape. And I had said to him earlier today that if I catch him in any more lies we are done. He is saying how she is and how she feels about me. Of course she isn't going to tell me the truth. Also made a suicide comment, really? I let him go on until he gave up and hung up. Was completely calm with him too. Had texted him before the phone conversation that I was heartbroken, disappointed, felt used, jerked around. Not worth my energy being pissed and blowing up on him. I want to tell her the fuck off, but holding back so I can get info. The only thing I said in response to her saying she trusts the wrong people was well. Not for nothing, I trusted you and you were sleeping with him while we were together last spring. And God know how much earlier it started. She said you're right and apologized. Bullshit. Exclamation mark. I asked if they use an app to talk, she said only the phone. Not sure what else to ask her. Part of me wants to press and ask for phone records just so I can put him on the spot and finally get him to tell me the truth. Part of me says to forget it, he lied regardless and we are done. But I deserve the truth and he needs to squirm telling it to me. Anyway, moral of the story is trust your gut. ETA, it seems it's not clear from my post. I am done with him. I have had the hunch and have been preparing for this. Yes, I feel I deserve to hear the truth from his lips. But that is it. We are 100% over. Second ETA, for some stupid reason I picked up the phone last night. Didn't mention what she told me, but he knows we talked. And wow, the gaslighting and contortions he used to avoid everything is amazing. Sent him a text this morning telling him I will be dropping his stuff at the storage locker. I am blocking him and to email me to sort out any other loose ends. We've lived together for many years, never married, so no going through a lawyer for that. I have to admit you guys were right, not worth it. 2 hours conversation filled with complete bull, and after all that, I am tired today. But I have more reasons to stay away after listening to that. Anyway, on to bigger and better things. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.